Hey guys, welcome to Techter's tutorial. Today we are going to talk about how to use Monday.com for project management, Monday.com for beginners. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. If you're looking for a CRM software, Monday.com is now leading all-in-one project management. So just click the link below in the description to sign up for free today. So once you click onto the link, you'll get redirected onto the page wherein you could create an account onto Monday.com. But before we create an account, let's do a quick overview onto what is Monday.com. So this is actually a popular work operating system that helps team collaborate, plan, and track work more efficiently. So to get started with this, you'll just need to create an account. So as you can see, there is a get started button here onto the upper part. You'll just have to click onto it so that you'll get redirected onto creating an account. Now, signing up or creating an account onto Monday.com is just for completely free. So you don't need any credit card for that. And there is an option for you to continue using your Google account or just type in your email in here, then continue to add in your password. And by proceeding, you should agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. And if you have an account already, just simply click onto login so that you'll get redirected onto this page. So the same thing, you'll just need to enter your work email address in here. But what I try to do onto most of my account is just I try to incorporate this with Google so that I don't have to remember the email and password. I'll just go directly to the account that I want to use so that we'll get redirected to the dashboard. Now, this is what Monday.com's dashboard would look like. So as you can see, we're currently onto the home. So you could quickly access your recent boards, inbox, and workspaces onto this space. So here are the recently visited things that I have onto my account. Here onto the bottom part, you should be able to see my different workspaces in here. So you could see also the getting started in here. So you can learn how Monday.com works, the help center, and you could join a webinar so that you could watch a live walkthrough on how to use this. Now you'll also have the option to give feedback here onto the upper part, as well as a quick search so that you can search for anything that you're currently working on or looking for onto your account. So you could also see the different plans in here. So this part, let's click onto that one first. These are the installed products that you have. So we're currently onto the work management, but there are a lot more products that Monday.com offers. So to view more plans that it offers, let's click onto see plans. So these are the different plans that are offered onto Monday.com. So as you can see, we have the right plan for you in here. So we're currently using the free trial. So we have here the basic for $8. We have the standards at $10, pro, which is $16, and enterprise for teams, businesses, and organization. And if you scroll down in here, you can see the different inclusions or features that are offered onto those specific plans. And there are also a comparison in here so that you could view, or there would be a really easy representation on which one you should choose. So you'll just have to browse through that. And if you have already choose, you could go ahead and click onto continue. And then we could just head back here onto the dashboard. You should be able to see your work as well in here. You'll just have to click onto that. Now, this is where you should be able to see your works. Here are the workspaces that you have. We also have these three dots in here where you could have a work management overview. You could rename this workspace. You could also change the icon, the background color of it, and you could also manage the workspace. So you could add in a new workspace if you click onto this, browse all workspace, collapse all folders, review, archive, or trash. So you could choose to that. And also, here onto the upper part, you should be able to see the different notifications that you have onto your account, the inbox. You could also invite your members or your team in here so that they could help you, or they could go ahead and do some tasks. You could also see the apps that are integrated in here. You'll just have to click onto that. And there is also a search everything, the help, and the account settings. So here onto the account settings, you should be able to see your profile, import some data, integrations, developers, the trash, archive, administration, teams, the logout button, and you could also switch to different accounts. So you could also explore different things in here, such as the app marketplace, mobile app, Monday.labs, shortcut, invite members, get help, and you could also change the theme to light, dark, night, or just a system default. So you could also see the upgrade button in here to view the different plans, and you could add in a working status so that the notifications and inbox will be silent. So you could turn this one on or off, and there are more options in here to choose from. Now, the next thing that we could try to do in here is to create a new workspace. So to start creating that, you'll just think of a workspace as a container for your project. So you're just gonna go ahead and click onto this plus button in here, and then right after, click onto the three dots in here, and then add a new workspace. So you'll get redirected onto this page where it asks for the workspace name. So let's just leave it as workspace. You could change the privacy in here, and every team member in the account can join if you have this open. So if you have this closed, it would be limited already. And just click onto add workspace. Now, once you have successfully created the workspace, you'll have the option to add in a description for that. So let's add this is my workspace. Now, right after that, here onto the three dots, you could rename it, delete the workspace. You could also change the cover of this one. So the next thing that we'll try to do is to create a new board. So inside your workspace, you'll create project boards. So a board is where you'll manage a specific project or workflow. So since we don't have a board already in here yet, you could start from scratch by clicking onto this plus button in here, create a new board, or you could also add in from the different templates that is offered by Monday.com. So I think the template would be much easier since it is actually very easy. And since this is for project management, you could go ahead and try to locate that one here onto the different options here. You could use the search bar or you could use the explore button in here. So let's just try to click onto project management in here to try to choose from the different templates. So as you can see, we have risk register, Jira issues, basic project management. So I think this one would fit. So let's just go ahead and try to click onto that. And this is the description of this. So these will keep track of all tasks required for a project and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. So these are integrated with these different apps in here, such as Slack, we have Jira, Google Drive, Gmail, and also Outlook. So there is a quick overview onto what it looks like. And to use this, just simply click onto use template. And now as you can see, here are the different boards that we have onto this template. So here are the task or the to-do task. So you could also change the owner for this. You could change it to your own. Then you could also click onto the collaboration in here. You could change the different status to done. So you could also have it to working on it, stuck or not started, change the timeline and the priority. So this is actually the main table onto your project. So you could organize your task in here, create groups within the board. So these are the groups, the to do and done. And this is a specific board, and these groups can represent project phases such as categories, to do, in progress, or done. And next, you could also add in a column to capture essential task information like task name, assignee, due date, and status. So you could also add a different view in here so that you could view it through another form. So you could do it through a chart. So you'll see it through a chart button in here. We also have the Gantt one in here. And also you could take a look onto it as with a project. So you could just go ahead and click onto the different view that you want to see your project with. You could also add in a new task in here. Let's click onto new task. And as you can see, it will automatically be added onto your to-do list. We also have the search bar in here to search for anything. You could filter by person, filter by anything. So you'll have different options in here wherein you could add an advanced filter. You could sort it, hide some columns so that it would be easier for you to view the other things. So let's delete this owner collaborators, just leave the status, timeline, priority, and you could save it as new view. So we have it like that. So it is actually easier to look this way. So here onto the three dots, you could actually pin some columns in here. The item height, you could also add in some conditional coloring, item default values, and you could also integrate this with other apps. So we've gone ahead and seen already the different apps that it could be integrated with. So we also have the automation in here. So you could go ahead and try to add in some automation onto your project so that it would be easier to keep track of the workflow that you have. Now you could also invite some members in here, and for you to invite them, you'll just have to enter their email in here, and then they'll be able to receive an email for access onto the specific project. So here onto the options, onto the three dots, you can see the board options, the board power ups, notification, permissions, settings, and different actions in here such as saving the templates, exporting the board to Excel, importing tasks, duplicate board, and full screen. So you could archive this board also, delete the board, view, archive, and trash, and give a feedback. And that's just basically it in setting up your project management in Monday.com. So now that you have a solid understanding of what Monday.com is and how to set up this, you could go ahead and create your own project already so that you could make use onto the advanced features to explore onto its capabilities as your project management needs evolve. And if you think this tutorial was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on to our next video.